Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Own Your Own Freedom. If you don't know my content, go ahead and subscribe down below while hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new updates coming down the pike, because not only are there new videos, but a whole lot more is coming. If you check out the description box, you'll find a link to my Own Your Own Freedom community on the app called Wix, probably the most convenient way for my viewers to get so much more out of this community. You'll find there, once you download the app, that I've posted some blogs there, more in-depth, extensive content and advice on navigating this toxic world that we live in by making freedom your lifestyle. You can click on the link to my website, which is coming along nicely, and you'll also see that I'm offering what I call coffee consultations, which are sort of like low-key, casual, single or group therapy sessions, but at the fraction of the price. Let me know in the comments if that interests you. I'm still working on the payment processing aspect, but that should be coming along and running very soon. More information to come. You'll also see in the description that on the app, I'm beginning a podcast channel of all the videos I release here so that you can listen on the go. So a whole lot coming. Like I said, let me know in the comments if this interests you. But yo, this is like, you can leave comments on my blog. You can purchase consultations. You can even contact me directly and talk to fellow survivors. This is how we get connected and stay connected. Plus, whoever signs up first will get a promo code for 50% off their first coffee consultation. But I digress. With that said, enjoy the video. By the way, this isn't a video to invoke some sort of fear in you that a narcissist in your life is stalking you. This video is to reveal how sad, how sick, how desperate people that are mentally unstable can be. And to remember that in the end, it's us who was winning. It's us who wins. It's not them. They are suffering. Narcissists and toxic individuals, they are suffering. They're seeking attention, validation, affection, meaning. But yes, narcissists love to stalk people, and yes, the narcissist is stalking you. Not all stalkers are narcissists, but all narcissists are stalkers. There are 3 reasons why narcissists can't help stalking everyone, whether they're in a relationship with them, or they're a potential source of supply, or they're temporary prey at the moment. And the first reason is they can't help it. One of the narcissistic traits is obsessive compulsive behavior. It's one of the ways we know that their dysfunction is a clinical disorder. They mentally obsess over things that they want, people they want, things that have happened to them. They plan and they scheme. Actually, a perfect example, if you saw my video on the Joker constantly ruminates over his past, ruminates over people who've hurt him, over things that happened to him. And they live in a delusional world. Remember, he would, imagine himself getting on stage of one of his favorite television shows, getting on stage and behaving in a way that made him, worshipped by the crowd. And he was so innocent and lovely. And they live in this delusional world as if they're just innocent. And everyone around them is what's hurting them. They're looking for a savior. They're looking for someone to come in and give them everything that they need. And then when they don't get that, they're, amazingly disappointed. But this is the compulsive behavior that keeps them stuck in their wounded state, blaming everyone, mad at the world, pitying themselves, playing the victim. They can't help it. That's one of the ways that they regulate themselves, is that they're so busy focusing on you and what you're doing, they never have to look at themselves. Number 2, the second reason is you have something they want, which is obvious. But it maybe it's not what you think. Maybe it's not a relationship. Maybe it's not sex. Maybe it's your personality, your style, your friends, your humor, your money, your good job, your goals, your family, your outlook on life, your joy, etc.
If you're out of their league, they will stalk you from afar, hoping that something of you will rub off on them, that you'll drop some crumbs that they can eat up. If you're a colleague or a stranger, they watch you and take mental notes of everything you do naturally so they can imitate it to their own supply circle. You are everything that they want. They plot how to approach you so you'll share with them everything that they refuse to obtain for themselves. You are everything that they want. They watch the way that you walk, the way that you interact with people, how kind people are to you because you're kind to them. And instead of being kind, they just imitate what you are. Instead of caring for people genuinely, they pretend. And so that's one of the reasons why they stalk you, is because you are the person they wish they could be. They just need to copy you and imitate you just a little bit. And maybe they'll feel value. Maybe they'll have something to offer someone else other than the bottomless pit in their being. Number 3, the third reason is if you were once in a relationship with them, they stalk you because they hate you. You're forced to admit that you're better than them and you won. You realize what they are, that they have nothing to offer you, and you got up and left. And though they hate you for leaving them, they respect you. They know that they're sick people. They feel immense shame at their sick behavior. But their stalking you gives them the tiniest bit of supply that you gave them, even the time of day. You hung around long enough to make them feel like they were worth something. You gave them attention and love and compassion, thinking that they were a normal person, that they were going to reciprocate in some way. And then when they stopped reciprocating because they don't have the capacity to have a mutual relationship, you realized what was happening. You realized all the compromises you were making with yourself in order to please them. And you packed up your things and you left. And they hate you for it, while simultaneously respecting you. Actually, my father, whom I consider to be a narcissist, even though he's never gone to, any sort of counseling or therapy, never been diagnosed, but he sent me a Facebook message a while ago, and this is when I had blocked him after, a last really, really conflicting conversation at our house a while ago when I was still coming home for summers during college. But I had unblocked him after almost 6 years of no contact. And it took him less than 24 hours to start liking all of my photos, commenting down below and saying things about the way that I look and about my friends. In his message, he said, and he sent me a private message, he said, "Why don't you forgive me? I forgave you." Isn't that amazing? Why don't you forgive me? I forgave you. That is so non-committal and so not a genuine apology. It's not even a question. There wasn't even a question mark. No apology for reducing my self-esteem for nothing. For not spending time with me or loving me. For ignoring me when I needed him. For not bothering to get to know me or my interests. For lying to me repeatedly about me and to our family. For destroying my relationship with my siblings. For driving a wedge between me and my mom, etc. No apology for any of that. No self-reflection. But he had been waiting for me to give him an opportunity to get me back. To bring him back into his web of narcissistic supply amongst all the rest of our family members who bought into his lies. He had been waiting. And finally I'd given an opportunity, and then I just blocked him again. I erased all his messages and I blocked him. So these are the reasons why the narcissist is stalking you. They can't help it. You have something that they want. And if you are in a relationship with one, they hate you. They're looking for an opportunity to one-up you again. And if you don't give them the opportunity, they'll just keep stalking you from afar. If you can relate to any of this, leave a comment down below with your experience, because like I said, not all stalkers are narcissists, but all narcissists are stalkers. They can't It's part of their obsessive compulsive nature. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you have any other ideas for videos, let me know down below as well. Check out my description box with all the information, the ways to contact me and get in contact with those in this community. And I will see you on the next video.